Turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shade walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, then laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, hey, back again. Say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay. She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night. Shay, on Shay's too. She back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's too. Press replay. Like you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's too. Press replay. Like you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Shay's Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time, y'all. It is late in this place to be. Anyway, thank you again, guys, for being here. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in the replay. Over here in the chat, we got Jermaine in the place to be. Let me go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that screen. Guys, if you enjoyed this content tonight, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, share, leave a comment, hype this video up. And thank you, guys. Thanks. All right. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super chat, super sticker, Cash App donation at $Shades2, or cop yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Thanks to all who have donated and everybody else who supports Shades 2. I definitely appreciate you guys. All right. So tonight, you guys, we are going to be doing some updates on Nancy Guthrie. All right. And if you saw my news reaction earlier, you will see that I had updates on David, the singer David, D4VD. That's what I call him sometimes. And other people call him that too. I had updates for him. I got updates for him as well in that little talk time show that I did earlier. So check that out. Also, if you watch Country Wayne skits, check out my latest Country Wayne reaction live. All right. And my latest Dollar Tree haul that was put out Wednesday, I mean. All right. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Young Wiz, what's up? How you doing? Happy and blessed Friday. Happy Friday to you guys too, okay? It's the weekend, y'all. So anyway, I got some updated information on Nancy Guthrie, and it's kind of, one of the updates is kind of weird, okay? This lady, I'll tell you about it in a minute, but yeah. It's just weird, you know? And I'm just trying to figure out if she actually thought that the woman she saw could be Nancy Guthrie. Why are we just hearing about this now? Why? So anyway, let's go ahead and put that on. Talk about that. Let me put this background music on real quick, and then we are going to get started with that. Let's see. Put that down to 10. And I think that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's go ahead. So like I just said a few minutes ago, guys, I do have some updates for her. Let's see here. So someone claimed that I think I got it on the wrong phone. They saw a woman. I actually know what the story said because I already read it. They saw a woman hanging out the window screaming. Okay, on I think around the same time Nancy was kidnapped. But what I'm asking, the question that I'm asking is, if this person saw something like this, why didn't this person call the police and report it? Why is she now just saying something about this? Why didn't she say something about this 4 weeks ago? That's pretty strange. Let me see. I don't have it on this phone, so it has to be on the other phone. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second, because I thought I saved it on this phone. Clearly, it's not here. Let's see. Is this right? No, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Is this the one right here? Let's see. Hold on, let me see. This is a new Ring camera. This is something different right here, I believe. I don't believe that story at all. I'm going to tell you straight up, I don't believe it. Because like I said before, why would you wait all of this time to even bring this out? Waiting this long definitely isn't a good thing, because if she did see a woman hanging out of the window, right, screaming, if she would have called the police right then and there, they possibly could have checked out who this woman is and saved her if she needed to be saved, because she could have been just a girl, just, you know how kids play sometimes. It could be something like that. Because that's weird. Let me see if I can find out. I don't know what I did with the daggone story. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Okay, I forgot what I did with. I thought it was saved right here. Maybe it's on my other one. Hold on, let me see. Maybe it's over here. It's not there. Hold on, I don't know, where did I save that at? I thought that I put it here though. See, when you be out working, man, you be thinking you save stuff and this shit don't even be saved. Okay, let me see if I can look up this crazy story real quick and get it. Know what happened, because I did save it. I just don't know what happened. Sometimes when you be out and you save stuff, it depends on the area you're at or in, and then sometimes the signal is low, whatever the case is. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can know them. It's probably gone. Yeah, here it is right here. Now, Radar Online is also reporting this as well. This lady actually did call 911, okay? That's why I had to find the story, because, man, you forget stuff when you try to remember it straight up, off the top of your mind. So a 911 caller reported seeing a woman hanging out of a car, screaming, the same night Nancy was kidnapped, okay? So they said a chilling A chilling 911 caller reported seeing a woman hanging out of a car window screaming the night Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy, was kidnapped. Okay. Let's see, on that same evening, a 911 call was made that ended with a dispatcher issuing an alert about a woman hanging out of a car screaming. So, whatever happened with that? Whatever happened with that? Hold on, let's see here. So, on the dispatch audio, they noted a caller was advising they saw a female out of a car window screaming. The car was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu, and there were no license plates. They also claimed they were advised the woman they saw hanging out of the window was wearing all black and the door was also open. And that location she saw this at was about 3 miles from Nancy's home. So, like I said before, I don't know for sure if this was Nancy Guthrie or not. It could have been a teenager, joking, playing like they sometimes do. If they sent a police out, clearly they must have not found anything because we didn't hear anything about this. So I don't know for sure. I don't know if this is real or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she actually saw somebody or if she's lying. I'm assuming that she's not lying because, again, she did call 911. Okay, but it might have, it might not have been Nancy. Because they haven't said anything about no woman hanging out the window or door of a car screaming. And then if this lady saw all of that, I wonder if she could tell if the lady looked older or younger or what. So maybe I can pull up the audio. Let me check and see if I can pull up the audio. She did report it. So again, I'm thinking she's telling the truth about seeing a woman, hanging out the window screaming. But again, that could be, someone just playing around, acting silly like kids do. Sometimes they play around like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm wondering if the woman she saw, did the woman look old or young or what? Let me see if I can pull it up. This is like a book I just typed, I know. So let's see if I can pull up the story. I wish they had the audio. So let's see. I don't see anything. So she said it's a phone. Let me see. These people be doctoring photos and shit and videos. Let me see. First, you said it would be a big coincidence if it wasn't her. It might have been her. That's why I'm wondering if this lady the lady who called in the police report, I'm wondering if she could tell if this lady, she said the lady had on all black. So did they make her change clothing and put on all black? Okay. So the person that was hanging out of the window, I wonder if she could tell if the woman looked young or old or what. And let's look at this picture right here, because this person claimed that if you watch the right side of the screen for what appears to be a second person holding a phone. Let's see this. I don't see nobody. Y'all see anything? Right side of the screen. I didn't see anything. Right side of the screen. I don't see. I see him. We're talking about over there. I don't think that's a person over there, okay? I think somebody said he was talking to someone. So yeah, duh. I don't know for sure. I don't know. Could have been someone over there, but I thought that was the headlight. I mean, not the headlight. I thought that was the lights around her. I thought that was the lights in her, in her yard or something. I don't know about that right there. Let me see if I can pull up. Let's see what this is.
It's going to be at Oracle and River. The caller is advising they saw a female out of a vehicle window screaming. Then it went northbound on Oracle. The vehicle was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu, no plate. Advised that the female was hanging out of the window wearing all black, and the door was also open.
10-4. Can you advise PCSO and see if air is available?
10-4, we're advising TCSO now, and air is not up.
10-4.
0004.
For a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen in the area of Ina Road in Thornydale and on direction of travel. Just 90 units here, might copy and attempt to locate for a vehicle of interest in the Nancy Guthrie case, last seen in the area of Ina Road in Thornydale Road and on direction of travel. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Vehicle of interest in Nancy Guthrie case sometime on 2/11/2016 in the Ina Thornydale area. If located, PC will need to be established for stop to identify the driver. Again, it's going to be a vehicle of interest. It's going to be a dark blue 2019 Chevy Malibu, Arizona, Mary, Adam, Lincoln, Ida, Union, William. Last seen in the area of Ina and Thornydale, and of attempt to locate 2215 hours.
10-4.
Okay, so that's that 911 call, you guys. So what y'all think? I'm just trying to figure out, did they follow up on it? I'm sure they did. Clearly they did not find anything because they didn't say anything about it. So I'm just trying to figure out, what's up with this. And as far as the other video, I did not see anyone in that video. However, it doesn't mean that no one wasn't out there, because I told you guys in the other video, I did see someone standing in the back, and it looks like they were either stooping down or just standing straight up. I don't know. I don't believe he did this by himself, though. I don't believe that. I believe that he probably had someone helping him. Okay? Because I just don't believe he was there by himself. I believe that, somebody was out there, period. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think this woman saw Nancy Guthrie, or do you think it was possibly just someone else, or maybe some teenagers, or young adults playing and things of that nature? Because they do play like that. What do you guys think? Now, this other video I'm getting ready to show you guys is some a new video taken near a Nancy's neighborhood, and they was looking at these cars. But I'm gonna straight up tell you right now that they came back and said it's an update, that these cars are not from the situation that happened with Nancy. Okay, let me just show you this video anyway, though.
Tonight, this new Ring camera footage obtained by Fox News Digital shows the car driving around 2:30 a.m. the night Nancy Guthrie was abducted. The sheriff's office says they're aware of the video, which was taken about 2.5 miles from her home and outside that 2-mile perimeter where investigators had asked for video. An FBI source tells NBC News since Nancy's disappearance, investigators have amassed 5,000 to 10,000 hours of footage that agents are now going through. It comes as the FBI is in the process of handing Nancy's home back over to Savannah and her family. Two law enforcement sources tell NBC News that after weeks of extensively searching the property, investigators no longer feel a need to seal the home off as a crime scene or restrict the family's access. Nancy Street also now closed down to public parking, limiting the media presence outside the home. This will now be the second time the property has been returned to the family. 2 days after Nancy's abduction, the Pima County Sheriff announces investigators had completed their search.
The scene is done. We're done with the residence. We have turned that over to the family.
But a day after the sheriff said that, the property was sealed off, this time by the FBI.
the main significance of handing the house back is that that is going to be the end of the ability to collect evidence. Any evidence that they would collect, any defense attorney would say, this could be contaminated, this could have been planted, this is the end of the line as far as collecting evidence goes.
Tonight, this new Ring camera footage obtained by Fox News Digital shows the car driving around 2.
So like I said, it was confirmed by TMZ. They said that the update, let me just tell y'all what the update said. Let me go to it. I believe that it possibly could have been her. I don't know. You know, so it's really odd that it happened. This lady saw this car with this woman hanging out of it around the same time, and it wasn't too far from her house. They might have made her put on all black, but why? Why all black? Let's see here. Let me go to TMZ real quick. Hold on, you guys. I have to go to the story. It's somewhere up in here. I got all this stuff, man. It's like, man, a lot of stuff. I think it's right here. Let me check this out and see. Hold on for 1 second, you guys. Yeah. So they did an update. So TMZ claimed a source connected to the investigation told them the FBI has looked at the video and says it is a DEAD end. The area where the cars are driving, as well as the address, I guess how you said, the address, has led the agency to the conclusion the cars have no association with the kidnapping. Okay. So yeah, they said those cars are not associated with the kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie. So that's something. And that lady who made the 911 call, claimed it was a blue or gray or something like that Chevy Malibu. All right, and so these cars that I'm looking at right here, this car is not that color either. So let's see what else we got here for our updates. Let me go back over to this. Hold on, let me see what they're saying right here. Hold on.
So Sheriff Nano says January 31st twice in the first press conference. We also have a missing persons report on January 31st. That's the third reference to January 31st. And now there's a creator and creators out there that are saying that there's a woman by the name of Angela something that's putting out a public statement saying that there was a glitch in the system. That report didn't go through that day. It went through a different day. There was a glitch. Funny. I haven't seen said statement from said individual. Have you? How many of you guys have heard that there's a representative out of the Piedmont County Sheriff's Department that said the missing persons report on January 31st, 2026 at 7 p.m. wasn't real? There was a glitch in the system. If I'm not mistaken, the name was Angela Carrillo or Carilla. I'm assuming you guys have heard that floating around TikTok. To be clear, there's not a single statement from this Angela Carrillo anywhere. Not an email with her letterhead on the top, not an email with her email address, not a public statement, not a recorded statement where we can see her. Again, media is running kind of wild. But just in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I mean. Here it is, January 31st, 2026 at 7 p.m. That is when the report was filed asking for the assistance to look for locating Nancy Guthrie, 84, who was last seen on the evening of January 31st, 2026. So now we're being told this was a glitch. Complete glitch. This didn't exist. The sheriff says differently, though. This is the first time he said it.
To be fair, when we went to that scene the first night, Saturday night,
and this is the second time.
We need to go back to just make sure that they didn't. Maybe we contacted them early on. I know that night, Sunday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning.
So how confident are those other creators that this Angela character put out a public statement saying that this was a glitch? We just heard the sheriff twice bring up Saturday night. Here it is written here, January 31st, 2026, 7 p.m. That was a glitch. I don't think so. Wow. So Sheriff Nano says January 31st.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit in detail. I think it was a couple of days ago or sometime last week. They had announced her kidnapping, I believe, before they actually, before the actual date they said. So that's kind of weird too. Very strange. This is a strange case. Then in another update, let me see if we got a reenactment up here. They claim, hold on, can y'all hear me pretty good? They claim that Nancy Guthrie, and this is according to AZ Central, they said Nancy Guthrie would have had little time to check nighttime doorbell video. They said if a person, oh, thank you, thanks Jermaine, if a person wearing a mask had appeared on the doorstep of Nancy Guthrie's home days before she was kidnapped, and unnamed sources have told news outlet it's possible the 84-year-old never saw the video, and probably she didn't see it because she does not have a subscription, and the video would basically record over. See, she did not subscribe to the monthly service. She just had the camera there, like a lot of people do. And they tell you if you do not pay the subscription, they can't basically, they cannot record and keep the video. They're just gonna, tape right back over it eventually. So yeah, they store the information for Google Nest camera for about 3 to 6 hours, depending on the model. So just think like this. If this lady did see someone hanging out of the door, out of the window, screaming, and if the police would have came by, right, because I don't know if they did or not, they probably did, and they would have went to Nancy's house, they would have caught the person on camera, okay, inside of the house. And right now they probably know who did this. And Nancy might have been, caught by now and back home. Because if that camera footage lasts between 3 and 6 hours, if that lady, okay, she was, let's see, I forgot the times. Can't remember the times, but if that lady who called in actually saw someone and they would have went to check that out, I don't think that would have been, outside of that time frame. Okay? And they could have possibly went to the house, looked at the cameras, and then they would have known. Now they did say if you do not pay for the subscription, you will not have the video for very long. They said the event would have triggered an alert on the system, and depending on the model of Guthrie's camera, it might have discerned that it was a person and not an animal, according to Google's description of the service. They said, but if Guthrie did not have her alerts turned on and during overnight hours, or didn't check her phone for the alert, then of course, it's useless. And he did say, Holborn said that many owners of security cameras disable notifications because so many of them are of benign activities, like animals and stuff like that being by. This is a big man, so let's see. So let's see what else they got. So, So now they're just going over the same thing we just went over before. But as far as her getting to the doorbell camera and enough time to see who the person was, the first time the person came there, then if she could have seen that, she could have called the police. But I also think if the police would have went by her house the day that lady called 911 and said that she saw somebody hanging out of the car, if they would have went by her house, right, they might have been able to look at the video camera and actually see what had happened. Because She said that they said that it was around the same time, maybe a couple of minutes after, Nancy was kidnapped. Okay. So let me see what some of these people are saying in this comment section. So, oh, wait, hold up. Somebody said, please check the video of a masked man the night she went missing. That guy has a scar on his upper lip. So did one of the guys that was detained first time. Please check it out. I'm no expert. It ain't no better than anyone else, but I know what I saw. I just pray that the FBI sees it too. I pray that she is found safely. So let me put that on here. He said, did you call? Somebody said, did you call the information to the FBI? And then somebody else said the same thing I said. Hey, Bronze, what's up? I still cannot understand why she did not have a subscription or monitoring. I mean, it's only about $50 a month, and her daughter surely could have paid for it. I mean, I would rather be safe than sorry, especially for an 84-year-old woman with health issues and lived alone. I said the same thing. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't pay the subscription, but the thing is that since she lived there for a long, long time, raised her kids and everything there, nothing never happened. She probably felt safe and probably thought, well, I don't really need a subscription because nothing never happens. It's just a waste of money. And then that man told us to go check. What? Now let me see. Okay, let me check this real quick. We're going to look at this video and see if this is true. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see here. This is the video. I don't know what he's talking about because you really can't see anything. Let's see.
It's a striking new image of the kidnapped suspect at the home of Savannah Guthrie's mom. It was created by internet sleuths using a technique called reverse infrared technology and shows features like eyebrows, flesh, and parts of a mustache. The FBI continues to harvest the 44-second video of the
Let's look at this again. They created this on
44-second video of the intruder, like eyebrows, flesh.
His eyes are, well, maybe that's the camera thing. You can see his lips. Hold on. Let's go back a little bit more.
Eyebrow features like eye and shows features like eyebrows, flesh, and parts of.
You definitely see his eyebrows. I got the same picture on my phone though. You can definitely see a mustache. Okay, lips, nose. Who do you think this looked like? Who do y'all think this looked like? Let me look at this other picture on my phone real quick and see if this person and them look alike. Hold on. Let's see. Is it on this phone or the other one? I think it's on my other phone, but it's always on the wrong phone, y'all. Hold on, let's see. I want to see what they look alike. His eyes look red. He thinks there's some shit right now. This dude right here. But that could be because of, them doing that to the what's the name. Okay, let me see these pictures I got real quick, y'all. Hold on. I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is right here. Oh my God. Let's see. So we got a mustache. Let's look at the lips. No, these lips are different. Yeah, this is definitely not him. Yeah, his lips are different. Let me do this other person. Let me do it like this. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see if I can pull up an image of him. That's definitely no. Definitely can't. Then somebody said that one of the suspects, he resembled one of the suspects they had in. Let's see. Let's see. This dude has no gray hair. Okay, none. I can't find this other picture I'm looking for. Let's see if they look alike. I'll get around to it. Because this was a good picture right here. Okay, let's see what else he's saying.
Of a mustache. The FBI continues to harvest the 44-second video of the intruder for every possible clue.
You can be sure that they are working on, if you will, a composite. Based on the eyes, based on the mouth, we do think we see a mustache. Perhaps there's a beard under that mask as well.
Using the bricks on Nancy's front entrance as a guide, experts believe the suspect's height is 5'9" to 5'11". His weight up to 230 pounds. His shoes appear large, possibly a size 12, based on the size of the tiles. His clothes are also producing intriguing clues. That ski mask has unique stitching. Notice the seams around the eyes and mouth. It's just like this mask, which can be bought for $22. The holster isn't fancy at all. It's made of nylon and sells at sporting goods stores in Tucson, also for $22. Several firearms experts say he's armed with what appears to be a 9mm handgun, possibly a Glock. And those gloves are made of a synthetic rubber called nitrile. Nitrile, it's a striking new image of the kid.
So we learned a lot about him. They say he's wearing a black watch on his right hand. You can see it where the glove ends. Let's see.
Kidnapped suspect at the home of
People be watching everything. Let's see if we see it on the right hand where the gloves end.
Savannah Guthrie's mom. It was created by internet sleuths using a technique
Do you ever
called
see a watch?
reverse infrared technology and shows features like eyebrows, flesh, and parts of a mustache. The FBI continues to harvest the 44-second video of the intruder for every possible clue.
You can be sure that they are working on, if you will, a composite. Based on the eyes, based on the mouth, we do think we see a mustache. Perhaps there's a beard under that mask as well.
Using the bricks on Nancy's front entrance as a guide, experts believe the suspect's height is 5'9" to 5'11". His weight up to 230 pounds. His shoes appear large, possibly a size 12, based on the size of the tiles. His clothes are also producing intriguing clues, bought for $22. The holster isn't fancy at all. It's made of nylon. Say he's armed with what appears to be a nylon.
I don't know what that is around there or what. I mean, right there, maybe that's just on camera. But she said the right arm, right up there. That could be a watch right there.
9mm handgun, possibly rubber, with the whole mask, which can be created by internet sleuths using a technique.
Yeah, these people be looking at everything, but you know, that's what you got to do. So I can't really tell if that's a watch or not. You say you don't see no watch either, huh? So I can't really tell. So like they said too, they definitely turned Nancy's home back to her family, turn her home back into her, you know, they gave the family access back to the house. Okay, point blank. So let's see what he's talking about. Oh, this is another, okay, let's see what he's talking about.
If you came from another country to the United States with no money in your pocket, didn't speak the language, don't understand the culture, everything stacked against you, and you built yourself an empire and you achieved the American dream, you will serve as an inspiration for generations to your family. There will be pictures of you hanging in their homes in the future saying that's the guy who broke the mold and brought us to the land of opportunity and changed all of our lives for the future. If you came from another country to the United States with no money.
He's talking crazy. I want to hear that. I thought you was going to talk about him. Okay. Some people just do stuff just to get views, I see. See what he's saying. So they also came up with some more information. Somebody said, well, another source. Let's see who said this. They said evidence suggests that Nancy Guthrie might have been kidnapped by a Mexican DRUG cartel. Okay, now next, tripped out. Okay, let me put this up here and see what they're going to say real quick. They said evidence suggests that. I know one thing is somebody who knew what he was doing. Let's see. But why would they be taking her when they could have just taken somebody else that's in that family? Why take this woman? I guess because it's the mother, and they know the person or the people know that Savannah is really attached to her mom, and she'll probably do almost anything. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. So let's look at it right here.
The FBI is now exploring the possibility.
Not that one. Let's see. These are all. Let's see.
Online conspiracy theories about what happened to Nancy Guthrie are running rampant. One popular theory, the 84-year-old was kidnapped by a Mexican cartel for ransom and then brought south of the border. And organized crime is big business in Mexico. Cartels are actually Mexico's 5th largest employer with an estimated 1.7 million active members. News Nation's Allie Bradley is live from Del Rio, Texas. Now, Allie, at this point, Nancy's abduction does not have any of the signature signs that a cartel is related, yet we know the FBI is speaking to Mexican authorities.
Yeah, you're exactly right here. We've heard from the Pima County Sheriff, Nicole, who says that the facts simply don't support the theory that Nancy Guthrie could have been abducted by the cartel. Evidence at her Tucson home does point to a violent crime scene, but one that some investigators believe has local origins, not ties to cross-border criminal networks. But the distinction matters because cartel-linked kidnappings have historically followed a different pattern. Across northern Mexico, criminal groups routinely target migrants, often pulling buses over, separating passengers, and demanding ransom. In one high-profile case, dozens of migrants were forced off a commercial bus by armed men, later released only after families were contacted for payment. A former U.S. Marshal who worked along the southern border says it's important, though, not to dismiss the cartel involvement altogether. Take a listen.
I don't think the person in the video is going to be a mid or upper level cartel member himself. I think he was, if this does involve Mexican cartel, I think this was done with the blessing of the Mexican cartel. Then they probably reached out to somebody to do this kidnapping. And again, I think we need to consider the possible involvement of the street gangs there in the Tucson area also being involved.
So obviously, cartel-linked kidnappings remain a problem at the southern border as people continue to make that treacherous journey north. We know stash houses, things like that, are still being targeted. But the reality is investigators aren't really honing in on the cartel when it comes to Nancy Guthrie. Obviously, we know that investigators are not ruling it out altogether, though. Looking into Mexico, talking with Mexico, Nicole, obviously something that they're looking at there as a tie or connection possibly. And it's important to note that Tucson is historically a thoroughfare for fentanyl smuggling and human smuggling as well, not far from the southern border. So not only are the cartel operating in Tucson, but they're also operating at the border. So there is that nexus and that activity there that they're looking at as well, Nicole.
Well, Allie, since you do cover the border, what more can you tell us about cartel kidnappings, which are known to be violent and coordinated?
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of times these survivors, they talk about ambushed and really coordinated attacks, and obviously ransom, always part of these cartel kind of linked kidnappings. So let's break down kind of how they operate and what they look like here. They typically target border states like Tamaulipas and Nuevo Leon. They don't generally go door to door and target U.S. homes. The victims are usually migrants on buses, freight trains, and stash houses. The objective is extortion and ransom payments from family abroad. Armed men generally force buses to stop. They abduct passengers, they hold them hostage, and they negotiate ransom over several days. Now, as the sheriff is saying, there's no indication of this organized group tactics here and no evidence of this cross-border movement. It is still important to continue to watch that area and to look at that area. Again, as I mentioned, the cartel is.
So right here, now they came with this a week ago. Now, yesterday they came with this. Okay, they said that wait a minute, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to that story because I made a mistake and hit the daggone phone. Go back over here to it. Hold on for a second, y'all. Okay, so according to this article right here, it says mounting evidence is pointing to the terrifying conclusion that the tragic kidnapping of today's host Savannah Guthrie's ailing 84-year-old mom in Arizona bears the bloody fingerprints of a violent Mexican, cartel. And that's what sources say. So they did get an anonymous tipster who reached out to an entertainment news outlet via email to report a sighting of the snatched senior in Mexico. This person said, I know what I saw 5 days ago south of the border, and I was told to shut up, so I know who he is. And that was definitely Nancy with them. Yep, stripped out. They said that message was sent the latest by an individual who demanded millions in the cryptocurrency like Bitcoin or Bitcoin. So yeah, that's stripped out. So I don't know if this person is telling the truth or not, but about seeing her. The thing is though, anything is possible. Anything is possible in this world today. Let's see what some of these commenters said. You said she's either unalive or being held in someone's home. Yep. Somebody said this makes no sense. Doesn't the Mexican cartel have better things to do than kidnap a senior citizen? Then another person said, makes me wonder if there is an association between organized crime and the Pima sheriff, and that is why he is so resistant to FBI involvement. He was also adverse to the family, dragging his feet all the way. So again, they said they got that little statement from a witness who claimed he or she saw Nancy. I think she possibly could be over there because, that's about the surest thing to do if you want to, do stuff and get away with certain things. Crazy. Okay, let's see if we got any more updates with Nancy. Okay, so that is it regarding her. I don't have any more updates. If you guys want to ask, information or talk about this case, you can definitely do that in the comments section if you watch this in the replay. Okay. And, I honestly hope they find this lady, and I hope she still is alive. I don't know, because, she's been gone so long now, you just never know. But I hope that they find their mother, and I hope that she, is in, good. It's good, I really do. You can never give up hope. You can never give up hope, and you can never give up searching. But so anyway, my prayers are still out to Nancy Guthrie and her family, her kids, and everything. And again, I hope they find her alive. All right. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I told you guys we weren't going to be on here too long tonight because it's super late and Shay's team is tired. All right. So let's see what it is. So, oh, let me just tell y'all about this one recall real quick. They have a recall on some blueberries and cottage cheese. Let's see what type it is. So let's see. So they got the blueberries. All right. Those are recalled. I don't see what they. Oh, it's a possible listeria contamination. Okay. So let's see. The blueberries are from the Salem, Oregon-based company, Oregon Potato Company. So they got a bunch of lot codes. So I tell you what, all you need to do is go into the search bar and type in blueberries and cottage cheese recall list, and it should pop right up, and then you guys can read all of the daggone lot numbers and all of that. All right. So anyway, thanks to everyone for being here. Thanks to Jermaine, Bronze, everybody in the bushes, everybody who watched this in replay. Young Riz, thank you. And make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for the channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation, $Shades2, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right, let me stop sharing. So y'all tell me what y'all think about this case, like I said before, and why they don't have no real clues that they can determine where this lady is at. So let me know in the comment section, all right? And y'all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. Make sure y'all check out my other stuff over the weekend. And with that being said, you guys, have a blessed night and happy and blessed Saturday, all right? And weekend. All right, guys. Let's get out of here. Good night, y'all. Sweet dreams.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again.
I forgot to tell y'all something. I didn't get a chance to do my other live because I went to the casino tonight, you guys. And Shades 2 went up in there like a G, and went in there and won $3,000. Can y'all believe that? You know, when I first went in there, we walked around the casino, and I finally found, I was looking for a machine. They moved the casino machines around like always. Damn, they moved it around in like less than a week. And I couldn't find that machine. I played another machine, didn't win. And so my daughter was like, play this machine over here. I was like, okay. I went over there and put a $20 bill in there. And as soon as I put the $20 in it, it hit for $1,000 and some dollars. Then I continued to play some more. And then it hit again for another $1,000 and some dollars. Then I continued to play again. And then it hit again for another $1,000 and some dollars. So man, this was a good night, man. You know, it was a great, excellent night. I'm so happy about that. And the thing is, I only put $20 in that machine initially and was winning. You know, and then I was winning in between that too. And so that allowed me to continue to play as well. Man, I had fun tonight. That was so enjoyable. That's why I couldn't do my Country Wayne live. And that's why this live is so late. And then earlier today, my crazy butt was sitting up here going to the store, right? Not watching where I'm going. Y'all going to laugh now. Child, I'm not joking when I tell you I fell all that damn ground. And man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better make sure y'all asses be exercising, doing stretches and massages, and just taking care of yourself and eating right. Even if you be eating junk, make sure you eat right as well. Because when my ass fell, I got right back up. It was so damn funny because Jermaine was on the phone and he didn't even realize that I had fell right. And you would think that my ass would be worried about myself. I'm gonna tell y'all what my crazy self said. I said, my phone. I don't want to break my phone. And I always laugh when people be worried about their phone more than they are worried about themselves. My ass fell, man, and I'm up here worried about a damn phone. But I tell you what, Shay's tooth was not sore or anything else. I didn't really hurt myself. I scraped my skin off my off one part of my hand, and I was laughing about it because I was like, your ass sitting up here whining about a little ass scrape on your hand, and on the other hand it has scrape, but you can barely see it, and then on my forehead and stuff. And I was like, damn, I was telling Jermaine, I should go to the damn emergency room. And he was like, you go to the hospital, they're gonna throw you out of there with those like you get a hand burn, from the concrete. He was like, you walk up in there. And so anyway, when I got to the casino, I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna win tonight because I fell and shit. So I'm gonna win. Went up in there, like I said, like a G. It ended up winning $3,000+ Like, that is great. That is great, man. I'm so happy. And then initially, it only took $20. I firmly believe when it's time for you to win, you will win. But I'm gonna say thank you to Jade, because Jade told me to take my butt over there and play that machine right there. And then she told me, don't be playing it like I usually play the machines. I'll be playing cheap. She told me it's gonna do 3 credits, they're $1 a piece, $3 each, pull, and it paid off. I got to listen to her more. Because, man, I be going to the casino being cheap and shit. I be playing $1. Don't win shit at a hit. And I don't be winning anything. Okay? Or I'll go to the quarter machine and do the same thing. Play 4 lines and then it does not hit and stuff. And then it do hit, but I don't win anything. So tonight was a great night. And I just want to tell you guys that. Thank you for listening. Good night and sweet dreams. Ow! Let me put this back on. Shades too. Actually, I was supposed to put on this one. Let me put this on.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Woo! Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want, and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, back again. She say what she want, and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's too. She back again. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's too. Press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's too. Press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Again, y'all have a blessed night. I don't know why the hell I was thinking tonight. I was thinking I was finished with my these night outlines. I got to do it tomorrow, tonight, Friday. So I'll see y'all tomorrow or later on tonight with another night outline tonight. And then I won't see you again to the weekend with these night outlines. So check out my community board, and I got pictures of the machines that I was playing that I won on. Oh man, it was a great night, y'all. Good night, sweet dreams. And I'll see y'all in my next video. All righty, let me skip over here and do this. All right, y'all. Peace out. You're welcome, Jermaine. Thanks for saying good live. And thanks for being here too. Good night. And thanks to Tony Bands and Young Riz and everybody in the bushes and everybody who watched this in the replay. Y'all don't forget the thumbs up too, okay? And subscribe and hit the bell notifications. Good night, y'all.